Hey, my lovely families and friends out there. Uh, it's again a beautiful day today, and it's a very great day to praise the Lord. And I just wanted to share something with you, which I have learned, and I hope that this blesses you. As I was reading the book of Exodus, we know how the story goes with Moses. Moses said to God when he met God that he was unable to speak. He doesn't have the courage to speak. He doesn't have the words that will, come out of his mouth. In, summing up, he actually wants to say that he doesn't have the courage. He can't face situations. He can't do this and that because he doesn't have it at all. He doesn't have the confidence. But God said that I will give words to your mouth. I will be with you. And if the people ask you, just say that I am who I am, has sent you. So it was just a mysterious, story for me as I was reading forward. And what I came to know is I used to think that it was Moses who, you know, he was the one who made this stick into a snake and the snake into a stick again. He was the one to make water into blood. I'm reading forward still, and I used to think in my childhood that it was Moses. And what I came to know as I read this verse, Exodus 7 verses 10, I'm just going to read what I felt interesting is. Uh, so Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh. They did not. They did just as the Lord had told them. Aaron threw his stick in front of Pharaoh. So this word, it just caught my attention. And again in verse 20, Moses and Aaron did what the Lord had told them. Aaron raised his special stick and hit the water in the Nile in front of Pharaoh and his servants, and all the water in the Nile was turned into blood. So I just want to remind you guys that sometimes when we step aside from our callings for the purpose that God has created us, or the calling that has placed that God has placed in our life. If we step aside, then our provisions, our the things that are to be ours will be given to someone else. And it's not that God will just give them and He won't be working through us, but through the passage of time, I, while I was reading the story, I came to know that God was teaching Moses to speak because Aaron was doing the actions Moses was commanding. And it was so beautiful because if Moses had to do everything on all on his own, maybe he could not have the courage, or he could not have the audacity to do the things that he was asked to do by the Lord. Even though he knew God was all powerful, even though he knew that he is talking to the Creator, he is talking to the God of his fathers. And even while he was talking so and he knew everything, still he did not have the courage. And in our life also, maybe we don't have the courage to do most of the things. Maybe we fail to stand up in the place where God has placed us. And maybe we step aside, step back to the callings that God has placed in our life. But don't give up hope, because God is still working. He's still in work. And there's this beautiful song also that even though I don't see you're working, but you're still working, and you'll never stop working. This song is also such a beautiful reminder that God is still working, even though we feel He's not working, even though we see that He's not working, He's still on work. So I just want to encourage you guys that today, as you live your day, have the courage and audacity to stand firm on the plans of God, because God did not told us, God did not tell us to fight. God did not, He did not tell us to take up all the armors and go fight. But He just said, take up all the armors and, face. We have to just be ready and we have to stand because God is fighting for us. He's fighting for every battle that we are about to face and that we are facing right now. In the past also, He has, won every battle, and don't forget that we are just fighting from the winning side. The victory is already uh, God's, and we are fighting from the victory side. And even though we may see that it's not happening what we plan to see, but God is, God has already seen everything. God has already seen the future. God has already, won the battles for us. And, He's teaching us step by step, just as He taught Moses. So I hope that this was a blessed, conversation with you. And yeah, have a good day. See you guys again. Bye.